Hey everyone, we are live on the air. My name is Lenika Scott. I am an executive ambassador here at Total Life Changes, also known as the Millionaire Mom. What I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to pause a few seconds, allow our other sisters that are along with the summit to know that we're live so that the marketing can begin. And we're going to be right back. Just give us a couple of seconds, okay? Are on. We are ready to rock and roll tonight. Again, my name is Lenika Scott, and this is day 2 of our Women's Summit. It is your time. We are encouraging, empowering, influencing to break barriers in order to get results. We are leaders in the direct sales industry, and all of the incredible leaders that you saw last night, that you will see tonight, and those you will see in the next coming days are leaders in Total Life Changes. Now, make no mistakes about it. You have to be Total Life Changes to be able to tap into this Women's Summit. And even if you are a male in the industry, right, working this business alongside of your beautiful queen, you can also gain from all of the knowledge that is being dropped. Now, if you last night, oh my goodness, it's a treat. We had 2 incredible and powerful leaders. My business partner, Ms. Twyla Portis, who is a founding Total Life Changes. She helped to launch Total Life Changes alongside of the now VP of Sales, Mr. Kenny, Ms. Shantae Lord, and myself and my husband, Greg, and Lenika Scott, right, blaze the trail. Twyla Portis is an executive ambassador in Total Life Changes. The dynamic, someone who is near and dear to my heart, my sister in love, none other than Tanya Joyner Scott, who is an ambassador in Total Life Changes. Ladies and gentlemen, these women have earned millions in the industry, right? And so one of the things that I was taught, one of the things that I heard, if you want to be successful, you have to follow those that already have proven results, right? I need somebody to say proven results. And they presented, well, shall I say, they taught on how to present. In fact, how to execute an excellent presentation in your direct sales, network marketing, business model. And I'll tell you, they left with so many different things that we can take away and can implement. Of implementation. Now you are in for a treat because we have these incredible leaders, Miss Janella Simpson and also Miss Pamela Davis, who's going to share with you tonight how to close the room, but not only how to close the room, but how to close the room strong, right? Can somebody say strong? I mean powerhouses where they get results. They get results, right? They don't play, they get results. And so I'll go ahead on and introduce these amazing women we have, and I'm going to put on my eyeglasses, right? My reading glasses. Last night I was squinching a little bit, but tonight I'm going to go ahead and put on my reading glasses. Y'all, we are, as y'all see that ring, that multiple $1 million ring, yes, it is so possible. And because of Total Life Changes, we've been able to earn multiple millions in this industry. And we're here vacationing with our family in the mountains. And so that was actually what happened last night. For those of you who wanted to know what happened, the Wi-Fi was a little choppy. So I'm putting on my glasses. They're beautiful. information, but I don't want them any injustice without leaving, if I left out anything. We have Miss Janella Simpson, who I already stated is an ambassador. Janella Simpson was born and raised an only child in Miami, wife of 17 years to none other than Mr. Jeff, mom of 3 talented children, 16-year career in the health and life sales industry, 10-year experience in the industry of marketing. Yes, we love our profession, right? She has earned multiple 7 figures in the last 3 years and has earned 5 and 6 figures along the way. Isn't it powerful? Not only you are earning income, but you're helping people how to do the same. She's an international expansion and specialist. And I always like to say, I'm just going to throw in my, just Lenika isms, okay? But her husband and her, they really, this wasn't in the bio, but I've got to mention this because I do believe that there are some people that is anointed by God. In other words, they have some oil, something is just on them, right? That may not be on some other people, but they just have been anointed to really lead and have global expansion and be able to do business in multiple different countries. And I really applaud them for that because it's not easy to get a person started in this industry, let alone global expansion. Kudos to them for that. They also have been awarded as the top earner and recruiter. So they've received so many different awards, top earner, top recruiter, and they are ambassadors of Total Life Changes, the Supreme Team. Now I'm going to bring before you and introduce you someone I already said she is near and dear to my heart. I met Pamela Davis. We were part of another direct sales company. Met her back in 2009. And y'all, when you start inviting, people to your intimate space, right? Then you know that it is something very special. And so she saw the changes. Pam was one to join Greg and I in this journey, y'all, and she is tearing it up and she is killing the game, right? So Pamela Davis, she is an encourager. You presence, you leave feeling better, right? You leave feeling like a better person. She is a child of God. She loves people, love sharing the love of Christ. She's a mother of 1. Her son name is Chris, and her precious granddaughter that everybody see all over the place is Miss Journey. Yes, she is, oh my God, an angel from God. Pamela Davis has earned over 6 figures in the direct sales network marketing industry, has earned over $300,000 in Total Life Changes. Somebody clap right there. She's helped others earn 4 and 5 figures in the industry, and she's built teams in the United States of America. Without further ado, I introduce you to 2 speakers and my special guests for this Women's Summit tonight, Miss Janella Simpson and Miss Pamela Davis. Janella, are you there?
I am here. I'm so excited. Hello.
Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful that you both said yes out to you all individually and ask you all to be a part of the Women's Summit. What I'm going to do is I am going to align up. Janella is, en route, right? I'm going to allow Pam to come on first and just to start sharing these incredible nuggets and success tips with our audience about how to close a presentation. So Pam, you can go ahead and start taking it away, sister.
Can you hear me loud and clear? Because this is new for me.
I got you loud and clear.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. Oh my goodness, Lenika. Woo, I just want to say thank you for pulling all this together. And I have to be honest, never in my wildest dreams that I thought that I would be a part of this platform here on today. When I think about the one on last night with Twyla and Tanya, and I was listening to the 2 of them because we both was in that same company prior to Total Life Changes together. And I was the one that was behind the scene. Never thought that I would be on the same platform with Miss Twyla Portis, and I'm listening to her, sharing her nuggets, sharing her tips. And I'm like, oh God, she's a 7-figure ring earner. But everything that she's saying, I said, God, thank you for blessing me to know that I found my place. I'm doing it. I'm on court. I'm doing it. And I can't believe it. And it's so simple. And then, and to be sharing the platform with Miss Janella Simpson on tonight. And what Janella don't realize and what she doesn't know is that I have watched her and Jeff do those home parties. See, Twyla said something on last night. You know, you got to, I mean, number one, you got to plug into the system, but you know, you got to practice. And I'll be honest, you all, I did a whole lot of listening to Facebook Live, listening to their videos on how to do home parties. So Jeff and Janella, thank you all so much. I picked up some nuggets and some tips as far as how to set up the room. And Lenika, I'm just gonna go ahead on and just share me. Because if anybody know me, I have to be me. There's a lot of people that's up here, I know. And I would say, I know because I have team members that have shared the same fear, and that's standing in front of a room talking to people. And I tell the team all the time, just be you. Don't try to be like nobody else. Don't allow those thoughts to get up in your head to talk you out of standing in front of a room. I tell them most of the time when you're standing up there, people don't know what you have missed saying or what you did not say at all. Just let God lead you. So I'm going to give y'all some tips on tonight, whether it's a home party or whether it's an opportunity meeting. You still want to set the atmosphere and you want to make it conducive. Now, if it's a home party, and wait a minute, let me back it up too, because you got to prepare for this home party. You got to prepare for this meeting. So I work with my team for the new person that's just getting started. The very first thing that I tell them you're going to need to do is to create that list. Create that list of about 100 people. I want you to write down your why. This is what I'm telling that individual. I want them to write down that why. Your why needs to be so strong. And I tell them all the time, it may rhyme, but it's true. That why needs to be so big that's going to literally make you cry. The reason why I say that, when the day comes, when you get ready to launch that home party for the very first time, and if no one shows up, you need to look back at that why you venture out with TLC. And that means that you need to get right back up and do it again. I often tell them, but start with that list. Start with that list, the type of people you want to invite. You want to include everybody. You don't want to prejudge anybody, but you want to be strategically inviting. So I often tell the team, make sure that you're inviting people that are business-minded, business owners, people that love, like making a lot of money, people that love people that just want to be a part of something. Make sure that you're making that list of people. So when you prepare to do the invite, you want to call the first 10 people. You want to call them. You do not want to text them. You do not want to send them a Facebook Messenger. You want to pick up the phone to invite them, but you want to be excited when you are inviting. They need to hear that energy from you, because it's that energy that's going to get them to the show or to the opportunity meeting most of the time, okay? And then from there, once you have created that list, you have did your initial invite. I often tell the team, if it's a weekend party and you're doing it on a Saturday, call and confirm everybody on that Wednesday. Remember, you done did the initial invite, okay? But 2 weeks later, prior to the party, you want to call those individuals and confirm them. Sometimes I like to use that little trick, asking those first 10 people, bring a bag of ice or bring a pack of cups. You want to hold them accountable to come in to support you, and use that word support a lot, you all. Use that word. That word will go a long ways. So come Friday, just send them a text message. The day of, just send them a text message as a reminder. But when your guests get there, you want to make sure that the room is set. I know in particular, this past weekend, I was at a party and they had the jazz music going. And what did I hear the guests saying? They said, oh my God, this music sounds so good. See, what you got to remember, people don't work all week long, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. When they walk into a meeting or a home party, you know, we need to set that atmosphere right for them to receive up here and in their spirit. So once they get there, you know, I often tell people, I tell the team members, print off the 25 benefits of the tea, because you're going to have guests that will arrive 30 minutes and 15 minutes ahead. And you want that. But you want to, when they come in, you want to serve them some tea if you have tea. And you all, if you forgot to serve tea, don't worry about it. I've had parties and they panic because they don't have tea. Don't worry about it. When you do that presentation, baby, they're going to hear it coming from you. You ain't got to have no tea in the room. Okay? So meaning that, pass that form out. And then when it's about ready to get started, oh my God. I work with teams, okay? So whoever the person that I'm going to have to welcome the guests, I'm going to have that individual that got lots of energy. They're going to hear the excitement. You want to start out strong with that welcome. And when you're standing there and presenting, oh my God, y'all, I tell y'all, don't make it hard on yourself. Just relax and have fun with it. Remember, they don't know what you don't know. Meaning share the products. Share the products. If it's the first 5, if it's 5, if it's 3, if it's nothing but 1. My sister, my executive ambassador, my sponsor, Lenika Scott, when she did my first party, I promise you all, I had no idea that that was her first party. Had no idea. She's standing there reading off the 25 benefits of the tea. And she shares some testimonies. You heard it last night from Twyla and Tanya. Your story, your testimony. That's why I tell people TLC is different than any other company I've ever been in, because your testimony is what sells. Our products work. Oh my God. And so when you up there and you sharing, they hearing that passion come out about that tea. You got them individuals sitting there. They are suffering in their bodies. They need some relief. Yes, the tea will set you free, not only in your body, but yes, it will set you free in your bank account as well. So I tell people, when you standing up there, just share. If it's only one product that you have, it's okay. And when you get ready to close out, because see, I've been doing this here all along since 2014. So come to find out, nobody knew about this form until I started talking about it. But I promise you, I close with this form almost every time. And one in particular, one of the last parties that I did with this team, which we will be doing on this coming Thursday, and I will never forget, that last meeting that we did, you all, about 20 people in that room. 5 people were sitting on that front row, and there was some in the back. When I got ready to close out, I passed out that interest form. That interest form asks 2 questions, and it asks you to check 2 boxes. One say, I'm interested in becoming a customer. The other one says, I'm interested in becoming a business builder. I give them 1 minute, and when I walk up to them, I look down at the box. That's what's going to help your closing. This is often... It's so good for that new person that's scared to stand in front of the room, don't know how to close out. Use that form. That form is going to help you. And I promise you, when I look down, we had 8 IBOs to join. 8 new people to join us on that night. It works. So for the new person that just coming in and say that I'm scared, I don't know what to say. That's why we say consistently, consume them products. Consume the products. They work. And they will talk for you. I'm going to stop right there for a minute. You may have some questions, Lenika, because you know I get excited.
I do. Before I move on over to see what Janella has, I do want to ask, because that form is a form that you talked about. Tanya interviewed you. I believe it was Tanya and Dexter, or maybe Tanya last month. And that form came back around. But the thing about it was the same form that Greg and I passed out at the first home party that, you know, you said, I want to do a party. We did it across town over Pamela's house, right? I never forget. I remember what I was wearing and everything, right?
Yes.
And I remember, you know, all of us holding up packs of tea, and, you know, just, I mean, it was just so much fun. And I did that. I read off a piece of paper, and I want to share with you why I even did that. I knew the information pretty much by heart at that time. We had read all that paper for so long, right? In the months that we were launching the business, and we did a lot of time. We did a lot of launches on the phone, right? But either way, we were still having new people being introduced to the products. And I wanted to create an environment where even the individual that came to, didn't having a direct sales network marketing experience, but they said, wow, I really like this. I like what they're doing. I love the energy. I love the feel. I want to be a part of, want them to think, but I don't know how to present. I don't know how to get in front of the room. So Greg and I, we did that with intent. Now, I'm not saying it has to be that way all the time. I go with the flow, but we did that. We read off the piece of paper. But speaking of the other piece of paper, we had stopped using that, Pam. So when you guys did that interview last month, I said, that's a form where, look, check 1 for customer, check 2, pretty much for business partner. It is a simple form. Now I'm going out on a limb, Janella, up, right? So for all of you beautiful ladies that said, I agree to this Women's Summit, here's what I want to happen. So we're going to get that form over to you, because we have a special chat, y'all, that is lit. I love these ladies. I'm like, my God, they're powerful. And that chat, I mean, we're going to share that form whenever Pam, you know, get off, and, you know, or maybe tomorrow, share it and post it in that group. And then for those of you who are connected to the women, so all of the women will have access to the form. Reach out to them, and then they will share it in their respective groups with their team chats. How about that? Y'all want that form? So we're going to help you better. That's what tonight is about. Day 2 of the Women's Summit. Closing the room. We could continue to provide to help you to do so. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up Janella. Come on up, my sister. I know you got a whole lot to say.
Yes. Woo, I made it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Lenika. Thank you for everybody for being patient. I truly was supposed to be at my house, but as you see, I just got my hair done and I got off track, but I apologize. But I'm excited to be here on tonight. Let me tell you, first of all, I have to give it back to my beautiful sister, Miss Lenika. You know, Scott, I really adore you and admire you for putting this all together for women all around the world to be able to come together and learn some things, right? We're all entrepreneurs. And then I also want to definitely give it up to all the other sisters that are on the platform. I mean, we have some powerhouses on this platform, let me tell you. So you want to stay through the whole week and watch exactly what's going on. And Miss Pamela, you really gave some great nuggets just now on how to close the room. And I could be honest with you. I mean, just your excitement alone, I don't even need to know like what you're selling. Just come on and give it to me, because with the excitement, I don't need to know what it is, you know, that you are selling. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that's something that I wanted to actually share with you on tonight. You know, yesterday, if you weren't on, you need to definitely watch, because presentation is definitely number 1. And I love how Miss Tanya Scott and Miss Twala Portis really talked about how, you know, you need to be genuine and really talk from the heart. And that was very powerful to me, because it's so true. Because I'm going to give you guys one tip before I get started. And that people, it's only one reason people buy from you. Okay, so if you guys are out there and you're wondering, why aren't I closing the room? You know, I had this wonderful presentation. Why aren't people signing up? People sign up off of emotions. ladies and gentlemen. That's the only reason people sign up with you. So at the end of your presentation, if they didn't feel something, they're probably not going to buy. So you want to do first what the ladies talked about on yesterday. So when you do close, you know, it's going to be strong, because once somebody feel that you're genuine, you're speaking from the heart, you're being honest, at the end, it's really no more to talk about. Because, you know, how many times have ladies gone to the mall and, you know, we just went shopping just because, right? We didn't necessarily need to buy anything out of the mall, but it was our emotions. It was something that drew us to the mall. You know, a lot of times as women, we get bored. You know, we may be upset. I know a lot of times when I'm upset, I'll go to the mall and just walk around and end up buying things that I don't need. But why did I buy those things? Off of emotions, because it made me feel good. And that's what I want to definitely talk about on tonight. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you want to intercept and ask me any questions, but I do want to tell everybody a story about how I actually got into sales. I don't know if you want me to do that now.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, I'm going to share a story with you, ladies and gentlemen, because I come across so many people that say, I'm not a salesperson, I don't know how to sell. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself really quickly, because it really, for people out there that are listening that feel like, you know, you can't sell anything, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm an only child, which if you heard Lenika introduce me, I'm an only child. Okay, I'm also, you know, a teenage mother. And being an only child, it made me become a person that was actually a loner. Like I really not a person that talks to a lot of people, put it like that. So I am not your normal salesperson, right? So yeah. Imagine a person that's an only child, you know, get into sales. And honestly, the reason that I got into sales is the fact that the jobs, okay? When I got, I just told you I was a teenage mother, and I told you that for a reason. The reason why I told you I was a teenage mother is because I had to start working very quickly. I didn't have a lot of time to go to college and prepare to have a great career. I had to get out and start working really quickly. And with that being said, I couldn't take the 9-to-5s that were offered to me because I didn't have a college degree. So really, I was offered $7, $10 an hour. So it really pushed me into getting into sales. I never was the salesperson. So if you're out there saying I'm not a salesperson, listen, I wasn't either. I was the only child. I was very a loner, didn't really, you know, like talking a lot, but I got pushed into sales because I knew that I can be able to generate my own check in sales. So I'm going to tell you a really quick story, and I'm going to turn it back over to Lenika. But the first time I got into sales, I'm a health and life and insurance agent, first of all. And the first time, you know, I went to this clinic, and it was a room full of senior citizens sitting there waiting to be presented to for a health plan. Now, I didn't know much about this health plan whatsoever, but when I got there, my manager told me, you need to go ahead and present this health plan to these seniors. And my heart was beating so fast. Now, remember, I'm age 25 years old, okay? I had no sales experience whatsoever. I just know I needed to put food on the table for my son, who was then very young. So I walked, I was very nervous. So I know a lot of you may be nervous walking into presentations, people looking at you. But I said to myself, I'm going to make these people like me. I don't know anything about this health plan, and I'm not going to even talk about the health plan. So I got in front of the room, and I just started complimenting everybody. That's the first thing that I did. I didn't talk about any products, ladies and gentlemen. I just went up there, and I gave a big smile, and I said, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. How old are you? You're 69 years old? You look amazing. And then the other gentleman in the back of the room, how old are you? You're 70? I cannot believe it. You guys look amazing for your age. And I started complimenting everybody in the room. And I started talking to them about, hey, do you know that, you know, at your age, health is so important. And, you know, it's ways out there that you can get help and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go on and on and on. But everybody at the end of that presentation was ready to sign up. I didn't talk much about what the product was at all. they went off of my personality. They went off of emotions because I made them feel very good. So at the end, they wanted what I had. So I don't know if you guys are catching on, but that was actually some of the training right there, okay, about how to close the room. But that's what pushed me into sales and got me into learning, you know, what really moves people as far as presenting products or services. So I'll turn it back over to you, Miss Lenika.
This is so good. And I think a lot of people, we even miss it because we don't leave out the excitement. And excitement, I mean, bring people that will make you multiple millions. That's just like, hey, y'all. I know I would never forget that day. So we're in the car. I'm in Virginia. I was in Virginia. Greg is home. I was I-95. Denise called me. She's like, girl, what's going on? What is this thing I'm seeing all over Facebook? This I also T this product, right? And so I was like, let me look, three-way. Okay, we don't even have a night about three-way, but just gonna give you a nugget. Get Greg on the phone, right? We talking. She whipped out that credit card, signed up with a $500 package and all of that, right? And then, so no, here's what it was. I'm saying T. The reason why I said T, because I had signed up based upon my excitement and my energy. She said, what are we selling again? Is it tea or something? She had then whipped out the credit card, $500 she paid in enrollment, got in the business, closed, right? And understanding of everything that was going on. So it was just my energy and my excitement that I had put out there and how we were so excited about doing what it was that we're doing. And so allow your excitement to shine through. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to Pam. I don't know if she have a story. Maybe she does. Something to share, but also as a point of training to you all. Go ahead, Pam.
Woo, yes, Janella, I enjoyed that. Now that was good, my sister. But
that was good, Janella.
That was good. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you something that finally clicked with me, and it was at a party again on last weekend. I can honestly say, when I say it clicked, I stood up there and I couldn't believe it came out of my mouth. And I said, I was born to be an entrepreneur. I say that for a reason. I tell the team members, don't be scared to ask for the money. Don't be scared to talk about the money. I don't care what product it is. Lenika, think about when you reached out to me, and I'm listening to you, Janella, but Lenika, when you reached out to me, as you were thinking of people that would be awesome at this opportunity, I'm a person, I love people. I'm always filled with energy and excitement. A lot of people always think I'm taking NRG. I tell them, no, it's the Holy Ghost. That's just me. I'm always happy. Lenika knew when she approached me, okay? So I say all this here for a reason. I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because I remember in the earlier days trying to hold down a job. If they didn't let me go, I let them go, because I knew this was not for me. So, you know, I say for that individual, especially that new person, when it comes to closing, don't be scared. Don't be scared to talk about the money, to ask for the money. I tell team members all the time, everybody is not broke. Everybody is not going through any type of challenges with their finances. But sometimes our faith needs to be tested. And that's what happened for me that day with you, Lenika. My faith was tested. And I stepped out on faith. So, you know, I just say for that individual, I promise you, I found my place. Getting into the living rooms, I just would never forget when I partnered with this company, even with team members. And Lenika, you talked about that credit card. You know, I got on Facebook. I did the same thing. I'm like, if Lenika can get up there and put that pack of tea up there and just say, drop 5 pounds in 5 days, I can do it too. So I tell people, most of the people that have signed up and joined with me, it came from Facebook. Why? I did what she told me to do. That's what I want to tell new people. You hear this all the time. They say, you know, find somebody that they know how to go. If you're gonna copy a cat, copy the right cat. Okay. So I did everything Lenika told me to do. I was coachable and I was teachable. She came over, she did some Facebook training with me, and I promise you, those 9 nuggets that she gave me, I did it faithfully. So when people joined with me, it wasn't hard for me to say, even through Facebook, to tell them to text me the card information. I didn't come out and ask, can I have it? No. I'm going to give you my number. Text me your information. Y'all, just like I tell people, I'm not a retailer. I try to retail. I really do. But I am a recruiter. I'm
Say it, Sam.
Lenika, you got any questions, girl?
Well, I know it's two things that I always usually do, talking about clothing and Facebook. You know, I want to give people some nuggets so they can go away with. It's 2 things that I always ask people on social media, and I think it helps me close very well, is I always ask people in the current company that I'm in, because it's a product-based company, I always ask people, are you interested in the business, the product, or both? Because one, I want to be very clear on what I'm selling to people so I can close, because I want to know if I'm closing them on the product or if I'm closing them on the business. So I want to ask them 2 very important questions. After I get that question, I would send them to a presentation, but as soon as it's over and I talk to them, the way that I close is like, what did you like best? I like to ask an open-ended question. So if you've ever been in sales before, it's something called an open-ended question. You want to ask people a question where they can't say yes or no. They have to answer with something, because you don't want people to answer with yes or no, because then it's back to you, and whoever answers next is the person that's going to lose. So you don't want it to be you. So you ask people, what do you like best about what you heard, or you know, what do you like best about the presentation? So with that question, they have to answer back. So when people answer back, oh, I like the products, I like the business, and I always say, yes, I did too. And that's usually how I close. And then I ask them, how do you see yourself getting started? That's it. And I usually do those 3 things, and people are ready to also buy you know, what I have, and also the 4 different personalities. But I'm going to turn it back over to Lenika, because the 4 different personalities is a whole nother ball game as well. So I'm going to turn it back over to Lenika.
You said what? You said what about personalities? I didn't get that.
The 4 personalities.
Oh my God, I know. Do you learn this? What do you think? Because I'm looking at the time. I mean, it's like 39 after. We have a few more minutes to, you know, give them some more. If you want to close on that, because I think that that's a really good thing to close on. I mean, I think it's a really good thing to share too, because a lot of times you are in a room with different personalities, and you want to make sure that you're hitting to touch different people, right, that came to your meeting, or even if you're marketing on that.
Yes. Okay, so I'll touch on that a little bit, because I really think it's important. And me being in sales from such a young age, I actually learned this very early on, because I think in the post that we made on Facebook, it says you could be talking to the right person but saying the wrong things, or talking to the wrong person saying the right thing. So it's all about different personalities. So of course you see my business partner here, Mrs. Pam Davis. You see how excited she is. So we call that personality like a dolphin. She's very excited. She likes to have fun. If I go to Pam and I'm like, Pam, I have a lot of information about this business I want you to read over. This is a great company. We've been around for a very long time. She's not going to be interested. If I go to Pam and I say, Pam, we're going to have some fun, girl. We're going to have a lot of fun. She's going to be like, where do I sign? Right? And then, you know, like Miss Lenika here, Miss Lenika Scott, she is awesome and amazing. Now, Lenika has different personalities. She definitely likes to have fun, but Lenika is the type of person that she likes to help people. If you see that she put this women's summit together, she wants the women to be able to learn, to grow, to expand as entrepreneurs. Now, if I went to Lenika and I was like, girl, let's just go have fun. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about helping no people. Let's just go have fun. That's not going to move her at all. She's going to be like, well, what else are we going to be doing? That's not going to work for her. So Lenika is the type of person that she is what we call a well, which likes to help people. That's her button. So if you talk to her about helping people, listen, Lenika, this is going to help a lot of people. A lot of women are going to be touched. People are going to be losing weight. People, family are going to be out of, out of debt. That's Lenika. Okay, that is definitely Lenika. Now, other personalities are personalities like urchin. Urchin is a person that wants information. They want to be able to read. They want to see the literature. They want you to send them all the information. They could read a book. Yes, Lenika. Lenika, what are you holding up?
Stop sitting in this mountain house.
A book full of information. Like, they want to know. Like, when you finish talking, this is going to be full. They want to know everything. Okay? And that is your urchin personality.
The research.
And the last person is the person like this. They want to see the rings. They want to see the bling. They want to see the cars. They want to know Lenika paid off her $600,000 house. They want to see her Benz. They want to see my husband I-8. They want to see the wings fly up on his door. They want to see all of that. And they're like, I'm in. You guys are making money. Yes. Okay, they see Pam with her fly clothes on, Pamela with her fly clothes on. They're like, I need all of that in my life. And those are the 4 different personalities. So you have to talk to people for what their personality is and what's going to push their buttons. Because me, I like to have fun. See, a lot of people think I like the bling and the stuff like that, but I only get this kind of stuff so I can show people that it is definitely doable for somebody that is a single mom, was a single mom, a teenage mom, to be able to live out your dreams, get nice things, and not work and be an entrepreneur. That's why I do that. But honey, I just want to have fun at the end of the day. So back to you, Lenika.
And what's so funny is, Janella, is like, even you have Pam, right? The dolphin, the life of the party, just it good, right? Pam is also between the different personalities. Pam, she loves to help people, right? Now, she's not, an urchin, because she's like, just show me the money, right? When you even said me, we hadn't talked about this. No, ladies, I'm watching this summit. We have not get on. Well, let me just, make sure. Well, what are you? Are you a well urchin? No, none of that. It's just because once you are practicing, that's something that was said last night, right? Then you begin to learn. You can see, you can recognize, and you'll become good at it. Yeah. And the more you're in front of people, whether it's standing in front of the room, at an event, doing a presentation where you're closing the room, or maybe you're the one called the one closing the room and you're in there looking, and maybe at a home party, right? Before you're closing the room, you're kind of seeing who is around here, right? So now when you're talking to that urchin, you are looking at urchin, meaning the one that want all of the information. They want to know what's in the tea. They want to know who manufactured it. Where did the herbs come from? Did they come from China? Did they come from Russia? Did they come from Japan? Did they come from Mexico? I mean, we're like, well, that stuff matter. But to someone that has that mindset, yes, that absolutely matters. So now when you're looking at closing them out, you're now looking them in the eye. And even if you don't know all of the information, what you want to do is to provide with them, right, some information, but you're letting them know that we will teach you. Yes. And we have research, right? You see what I'm saying? So this is so good, because you must be able to identify and connect with different people, because it is the people that build a business. So I'm looking at the time. I do definitely want Pam to come on up here and just to share, one more powerful tip before we close it out. I love spending time with y'all. The time is going by so fast. I know for those of you who are looking here, you're thinking, wow, gosh, we minutes, and they could continue to go for information, but just for the sake of respect, I want to let them go soon. But Pamela, if you could come on and just share, just some tips with our audience.
Oh my goodness, I have enjoyed this on tonight. One thing I will say, thank you, Lenika Scott. Thank you, Ambassador Tanya Joyner Scott, because I tell you, these ladies will stretch you. So what I want to leave to that new person that is joining or thinking about it, standing in front of a room, it's okay. Don't get wrapped up in all of that. Don't let fear grip you. Don't let it stagnate you. Don't let it put you in that place called stuck. Don't allow that none whatsoever. You heard Lenika, you know, when you join, we don't put you in a boat to drown. We're going to coach you. We're going to teach you. But most of all, when I'm talking to a new person, IBO stands for Independent Business Owner. You got to do your part as well. So I say, and the nugget I'm going to give tonight, just be yourself. Be yourself. Have fun at what you're doing, but at the same time, do your due diligence and plug into the system and do some training. Okay? Thank you.
Janella, do you have another, anything else that you would like to share with the audience tonight?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, I just want to say thank you one more time for putting this together. I know I learned so much from yesterday on presenting from the awesome Tanya Scott and Twyla Portis, two amazing women. And it all ties together on what we're talking about today. So one nugget I can't share before I leave, because I can remember the first time I did a TLC presentation, which is the company we're in now. I had no idea how to present the compensation plan. I could not remember the numbers. So I messed it all up. I messed it up. So I want everybody out there to know that it's nothing wrong with messing it up. You can apologize for not knowing everything. We don't have to be perfect. Thank the Lord that we don't have to be perfect. Right? So one thing I wanted to encourage people to do is, if you're at a presentation and somebody else is presenting, use somebody else. See, people want to talk to somebody that they can trust, and the person that they can trust is the person that they know. So if you can go ahead and tell somebody about another person, which is really easy. So right now, if Pamela Davis just did a presentation, it's going to be very easy for me to tell my guests, listen, Pamela Davis made over $300,000. This woman is a successful entrepreneur. She is a God-fearing woman. She is amazing. And I can edify her. And then I'm going to say, you know what? You remind me so much of her. Let me go ahead and take you over to Pam so you can meet her. Awesome. Guess what Pam's going to do for me? I'm going to go to Pam. I'm going to say, Pam, you know I love and adore you so much. This is my friend, Kim. And I just wanted to introduce you to her because she's thinking about joining. But I wanted you I just wanted you to talk to her because I think you guys have something in common. Guess who's going to close that person for me and I don't have to do a thing? Pam! Yes! If you get good at edifying somebody else and helping somebody trust somebody else and take them over, guess what? Your job is done. Okay, so that's how you can close the room so easily. Take your guests to somebody else. Learn the different things about the person that you're talking about so that they can be able to close for you. I'm telling you, it's the easiest thing that you would ever do. So that's my time. Thank you so much for having me on this Women's Summit. I'm so honored to be a part with all these other amazing women as well. So good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, my sisters, Pam and Janella. I so appreciate what said was just, oh my God, just worth so much. My friends, my sisters, all of the women, and even men that's listening tonight, that, my friend, is called leverage. You can really learn the art of leverage in your business. You will see those zeros. That Janella said tonight, and I just was just inside just hollering, because I'm like, yeah, She may not have known everything at that first presentation, but baby, if you see what has happened in that bank account over the last few years, then it ain't even matter, right? Pam, oh my God, you know, Pam hit on such a point that I want to drive home. And I think that this particular point can be applied to day number 2, day number 3, 4, and 5. And that is be yourself. Authenticity is sales. Last night, authenticity is sexy. When Twyla and Tanya was even talking about being yourself. You see, I think that some people even twist a lot because we learn the principles and we learn the different success steps that these leaders, mentors, upline, success coaches, all of the titles say. But what we forget all the time is bringing ourselves into those different tips. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Be yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
There's going to be people that's going to love you. There's going to be people that's not. But then when you use other people, allow them to connect with other people, which is called leverage. They're going to close out, right? They may not, but they like, you know what? That one right there, oh yeah, this team, I am going to be in. I want to be a part of this team. So I want to thank you all so much. Before I close out tonight, I do want introduce who's going to be on tomorrow. We have tomorrow none other than Global Director, Miss Denisha Graham, National Director, Miss Candace Birthday. Y'all, they're going to be fire. I'm not, fire. I don't know how long we're going to be on. I mean, I said, Lord, that particular one may be long.
That's going to be a great one.
Gonna be fun.
Social media success, strategy, and also implementation. So they're going to also be providing you with tips on how you can take your business to another level, even online, digital marketing, the internet marketing, and online marketing world. Now, let me also share a little secret. Y'all know that's what got started, so I think that one, no, I may have to come out, bring some stuff out, right? I may have to get some serious, stuff tomorrow, right? So you got to make sure that you come in. But here's the thing, most importantly, with every single night that we bring before you, we want you to walk away and implement something that was said that resonated with you. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and release this. Thank you again so much for everyone that have tuned in, whether you're looking at us live or also the replay. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Y'all
you.
Say bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Night. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Oh, Jesus, this was awesome.